Magic in Orlando. The Knicks will end their road trip here before heading back to New York. They struggle.
Let's see what you got, son.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in.
New York Knicks were ranked as the NBA's most valuable franchise recently, and with team values skyrocketing, the Knicks came in at around $1.5 billion. That's a B, billion.
And New York, looking at who they've got. Amundsen is out there with Anthony. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then it's Bargnani, and it's Galloway in at the point. For the Knicks, a huge part of their value comes from playing in the Big Apple.
Yeah, I agree with that, Kevin. The business and media capital of the United States, they go out of their way to attract the big stars to the games. Courtside seats for the top names. That helps give the Knicks an allure, kind of a glamour that a lot of franchises don't have.
Amundsen kicks to Anthony. Here's Galloway. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. He has 7.
They haven't been able to stifle him defensively here.
Now their offense continues to click.
Here's the machine, averaging 8 points a game. He feeds it to Harris. Passes it to Payton. Shot clock at 6. 13 feet away. Good. Looking at the last game for Orlando, it was a loss to the Wizards in Washington.
They weren't anywhere near their best in that game, but it was a really scrappy performance in the end. Somehow they almost pulled it off, Clark.
Yeah, they showed a lot of guts there, Steve. A lot of fortitude, tenacity, perseverance. Even as shaky as they were, they probably felt they should have come out on top.
They've made one basket after another since getting this game started, and you wonder, is the blowout in store?
Too early to say that and go there, Steve, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
And that one goes long.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
Yeah, and even though it's early, that's a great sign for them for the rest of the game.
Out to the right wing. Anthony kicks to Hardaway. 5 on the clock. Payton with some nice D.
He's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Pass to Slaughter. Out to Payton. Payton left side. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Fires it up. The shot's good from Slaughter. The machine's got it back down to single digits for the Magic. 32 seconds left to play in the first. Galloway guarded by Slaughter. Hardaway for 3. That doesn't go either for Hardaway.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And a fast break now for New York. Anthony's leading the charge.
Agility leads to thievery there as he got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Plays like that are telling the story of this game for me so far, Clark. They cannot afford to hand over any more easy points like that.
Slaughter. No good on that last second attempt there. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Knicks out front, up by 10. Let's take a quick... Making some changes. Gordon comes in for Channing Frye. And the machine subbed in for Oladipo. And New York making a change here. On the court for the Knicks, Shane Larkin is out there with Calderon. Then there's Amundsen. Then it's Anthony. And it's Galloway in at the 3 spot.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Gordon, the pass to Jones. Here's the machine. He's guarded by Calderon. Here's Slaughter. And the jumper falls for him. The machine's got his second basket of the night.
After digging themselves that hole in the first quarter, this club is starting to shoot the ball much better now.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a little while to work out the knots. They're starting to put it together.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Thank you, Kevin. Elfrid Payton has some very noticeable hair on the floor. He said the story behind it is as follows. Me and my teammates in high school agreed we wouldn't cut our hair the entire season until we won a state championship. We wound up losing in the semifinals, but I liked what it was doing and just let it keep growing and growing. Guys, will it ever end?
We'll see if it does. Thanks, Doris. There's the feed to Carmelo. One-on-one fast break. Here's Gordon. And again, it's Orlando converting.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Boy, the ball movement's been fantastic here the last few possessions. Evan Fournier out of France struggled with his shot early last season, but he rallied somewhat down the stretch. Still very young with an impressive skill set. He's definitely a player to watch.
Amundsen can't hit.
Well defended, and he's not someone who responds well to that kind of defensive pressure.
And O'Quinn kicks to Gordon. The pass to Slaughter. Back to Gordon. And he misses the go-ahead basket. New York's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Anthony. It's hauled in by the Magic. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they took on the Knicks.
And what caused them to lose that last matchup was the mistakes. I mean, they just committed too many turnovers, and they were sloppy with the ball, and that's why they lost.
Here's Slaughter, and there are the Magic with another bucket. New York's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on three-pointers. And here is Anthony. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Miami.
And he did some nice work on the boards too, Kevin. That was definitely a factor in that game as well. Terrific defensive play to...
I like it. I like it.
All day long.
And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And now...
No, Carmelo, after this first half of play, what do you believe the team needs to focus on?
All right, guys. I want to go over some things before we get back out there.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. At the 2 and 3, it's Oladipo and Tobias Harris. Gordon and Vucevic, the big men inside. And it's Payton in at the point guard. That's who's out there for Orlando. Hardaway dishes to Carmelo. And the Knicks miss again.
Easy look there, but, you know, he misses those once in a while.
The Machines check in for Payton.
Well, right here, Kevin, we can get a look at New York and what kind of numbers they've put up these last 10 games. 3rd in free throw percentage, 15th in fewest turnovers per game. And for opponent scoring numbers, not so strong. Only in the top 20 in the league in that category. They leave a lot to be desired at the defensive end.
Well, and you talked about the free throw shooting. That's what jumps out at me, Clark. And when you shoot well from the foul line, it allows you to close games so much easier because those are easy points, and you get your defense set up at the other end because the clock is stopped.
6 on the shot clock. Bargnani against Vucevic from 11 feet away. Shot is off. And Orlando the other way now.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here.
A theme that has unfortunately come up for this Orlando franchise is their inability to keep a franchise talent for long. Of course, you think both about Shaq and Dwight Howard and their exits.
For New York, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Galloway, the pass to Bargnani. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Bargnani's got 11 points. Orlando trailing here. And about Orlando and their stars, is it better, Clark, to have had stars and lost them or to never have had stars at all on your team?
Well, it's a different kind of heartache, that's for sure. I think you'd rather have them and lose them than not to have them at all. But Orlando has seen a lot of success for how long they've been a franchise. They'd like to be able, though, looking ahead, to keep that next star that's wearing a Magic uniform right now.
Harris against Anthony, the 17-footer. Shot's good. He's got 11.
Man, a pleasure to watch him work at that end of the floor.
Here's the Machine. He has 6. To the wing right side. Here's Gordon. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gordon's got the game tied up here for the Magic.
The road back hasn't been an easy one, but they've managed to climb all the way out of the hole and tie this game.
I have to say, pretty remarkable, Steve. At one point, I thought they were done.
Orlando making some changes. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Vucevic. And Channing Frye's subbed in for Gordon. And the Knicks making a change here. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey guys, well, Kurt Rambis had some advice for the team in that last break. Offensively, he wants them to work the ball around. He stressed the need to find good shots, not quick shots. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
And thanks for that story, Doris.
You know, Bargnani, generally a pretty reserved guy overall, tends to go about his business, but there were moments last year where he got teed up for talking trash, so he's got some fire in him.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Slaughter passes to Oladipo. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Jump.
What the heck was that?
Look it up. It's called basketball.
And it's the Magic with the ball. It's a 10-point game. On the court for the Knicks, they've got Bargnani. Calderon is out there with Shane Larkin. Then there's Amundsen. And it's Galloway in at the 3. Payton kicks to Gordon. From the baseline. And he gets the bucket. The Machine's checked in for Orlando. The Knicks also changing it up. Anthony's checked in for Shane Larkin, and Hardaway is subbed in for Jose Calderon. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Kurt Rambis had to say to the team. It was clear what message he was trying to get across. He said, this lead isn't big enough that we're safe. Not by a long shot. I don't want us sitting back and milking the clock. Play to win. Show some aggression. Guys,
Kicks it out to Gordon. Here's the Machine. Pass to Oladipo. Inside to Vucevic. Clock at 4 from 12 feet out. Oladipo misses.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
Galloway. Vucevic defending. Now the dish to Hardaway. Feeds it to Bargnani. Count the bucket. And now a 12-point Knicks lead.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Slaughter passes to Harris. To the wing right side. Three-pointer. And that one's good.
Looked like there was a little confusion there as to who was supposed to be guarding him.
The Knicks leading by 9. Galloway defended by Slaughter. Kicks it to Hardaway. Looks for Bargnani, gets it to him. Passes it to Galloway. Anthony, no one around. Off target from outside.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3 ball in the first half, still bagels in the second.
Slaughter passes to Oladipo. Got a piece of it. Dishes to Harris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3. And there's Oladipo on the assist by Harris.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
And that's it. Institutions.
That's his third personal.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Entering for your Magic, Alfred.
Here's Slaughter. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Shane Larkin. That's his first personal foul. At the line, shooting 2.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within 5. Both free throws good from Slaughter. Seven seconds left to play here in the fourth, and now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, no question, the right call at this point. You can't let them just dribble it out.
That's right. I mean, you've got to send them to the line and hope for a few misses.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.